Okay, students. Today we are going to discuss about production engineering. First, we are going to discuss about what is the production engineering. Production engineering basically called as manufacturing. And manufacturing, what is actually manufacturing? Let me define it. Manufacturing is a process What is manufacturing process? In process we are involved in many activities. Manufacturing is basically is the process to convert raw material into finished products. Finished product. Clear? In manufacturing, actually we are taking raw material and we are performing operations, and through that operations we are getting finished product or good product that is usable for the customers. And in precise way, if we define manufacturing, it's a value addition process. That is the important thing. It's a value addition process. Value addition process. Actually we are adding value to the raw material to convert it from non-value added product to the value added product. Now let me see the classification of manufacturing processes. How the manufacturing processes are classified. Let me see. Classification of manufacturing. Manufacturing processes. Manufacturing process. Process. How we can classify it? Major classification of the manufacturing processes is classified into two categories. Number one, non-metal removal or non-material removal processes. Non-material removal processes. And second one is material removal process. Material removal processes. As the name signifies that in non-metal removal processes we are getting or converting the raw material into the desired shape without removing any material. Without removing any material. We are not removing any material from the product, and we are getting final product. But in these processes, metal is removed, and after performing metal cutting operations, we will get the final product in this metal removal processes. For example, if we see in non-metal removal processes, first process, very ancient process, that is casting. That is casting. Casting. This is casting process. In casting process, we will define later. And second process is forming process. In the forming process, you can see the examples like forging, very simple example, the blacksmith that are doing this process, forging process, extrusion process. This is another example. If we see extrusion process, extrusion process, extrusion process. Many more examples is also there, and in this process, in non-metal removal process, other processes also there like welding or joining processes. Joining processes, these are also included in non-metal cutting processes. And metallurgy process, metallurgy items also included in this type of processes. And let's come to another classification of manufacturing processes. If we see in the metal removal processes, they can be classified metal cutting processes. Metal cutting processes. They can be classified into metal cutting processes. In metal cutting processes, that is turning process. Number one is turning process, in which we are reducing the diameter of the circular part. On lathe machine we can do this process. And number second process like facing process, then drilling process, another example, reaming process. These all are the example of metal cutting processes, reaming processes. And another, if we see another classification under the material removal processes, now that may be taken as grinding processes, or this grinding processes comes under abrasive processes. Abrasive processes. What is the difference between these metal cutting, turning, facing and grinding processes? If we see, the major difference is what is the material removal rate, and the material removal rate in these processes are more as compared to grinding process. Now in the advanced manufacturing processes are also there, like ECM, electrochemical machining process, and another one you can see the ultrasonic machining process. So these process also comes under the category of metal cutting processes. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the casting process. Number one and very ancient process is the casting process. Casting process. What is actually casting process? we have seen that casting comes under the category of non-metal removal process or non-material removal process. Non-material removal process, it comes in this category. And what is casting? In casting, the material, the raw material, is converted into finished item. We pure the molten metal, molted metal. We use here molted metal, and we are pouring it into a predefined cavity. Predefined cavity. One cavity will be there, and after melting the metal, you will pour it into the predefined cavity, and that cavity is generated. How you will calculate? You will generate this cavity with the help of pattern. With the help of pattern, and after pouring, we will wait for solidification. Solidification will taking place, and after the solidification, you will get a desired product. You will get desired product. We will get a desired product. So how we can define it? It is a process in which we are pouring molten metal into the predefined cavity, and we are getting the final product after solidification, and that product in this case is called as casting. That product is known as casting. Clear? Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now we have seen the definition of casting. We have seen definition of casting, and now what are the advantage of casting process? We are going to discuss what are the actual advantage of casting. What are the advantage of casting process? In the casting process, if we see about the what are the actual advantage of casting process, in this process, if we see in the list of advantages, number one comes that very complex or complicated product can be made easily. Easy manufacturing, you can say easy manufacturing of complicated product. It's an easy process, easy manufacturing. Complicated or complex product can be manufactured easily. Complicated, that are even having intricate shape, then complicated product or complex product can be made easily. And number two, if we see in this category, the heavy to light, very heavy product you can make with the help of casting process, as well as you can make a product of light product you can make. Light product you can make. This is the example or the advantage of casting process. Number third, if we see, you can cast ferrous as well as non-ferrous metal. So you can cast ferrous as well as non-ferrous items easily. You can cast with the help of this process, and in this process the tools used are cheap and simple. This may be included in the advantage of casting process. This is a very If we see about the large size of castings, heavy casting or large size of casting, so for example, up to 250 tons of having weight can be cast with the help of this process, and this is a very good process. In the list of advantage, we have seen 4 simple advantages of casting process. Let me see about disadvantage. Let me see about the disadvantage of the casting process. Disadvantages of casting. What are the disadvantages? If we talk about the disadvantages of the casting process, or you can say the limitations of the casting process, then number 1 major disadvantage of these processes is that the mechanical properties are not uniform. Mechanical properties not uniform. Are not uniform throughout the product. This is the major disadvantage of these casting processes. And number 2, if we see in the list of disadvantages, then number 2 is the product which we are getting from this process are having rough surfaces. So you are getting the product having rough surfaces. Then if we are getting the product having rough surfaces, then we need to process it to the metal cutting processes or the machining processes. Machining. We need to do machining to get desired dimensions or finish on these products. So these are the disadvantage list of casting. If we see further, defect may occur during the metal because we are doing here getting product after solidification, and we are using melting metal. So in this case, many defects may generated during the casting products. Defects may occur. So this is also another disadvantage or the limitations of casting process. Now let me see. About the major part which is used in constructing molding cavity before going to the design or the product manufacturing the product in the casting process. That is pattern. What is pattern? What is pattern? Pattern is basically, you can say, this is a replica. This is copy. Replica means copy of original product. Copy of original product. Original product, with the help of which you will get cavity inside the molding center. So this is used for creating cavity in molding center. Used for creating cavity in the molding center. The pattern is a replica or the copy of the original product, and to get the desired shape, whatever shape is required, according to which we will design pattern before going to the process. So this is the pattern. We have seen what is the pattern. Now if we I will talk about the types of pattern. I will talk about types of pattern. Types of pattern. what is the type of patterns, how you can classify these patterns. And before going to types of pattern, let us tell me about the material of the pattern material. What are the pattern materials? With pattern may be made of, number one is metal. In the metal, aluminium may be there. Aluminium patterns are also used. It may be bronze, and it may be cast iron. The pattern can be made of cast iron or bronze or aluminium. The metallic patterns are also used in casting processes, and wooden pattern may be there. We can use the wooden pattern in particular processes. Wooden pattern is also available. You can make pattern with the help of wood, and you can use pattern material as a wax. Wax can also be used as a pattern material in investment casting process. We will discuss it. And the investment casting process, in the investment casting process, the wax is used as a pattern material. So these are the pattern materials. List is so long, but these are the important material which we use as a pattern material. Okay, we were discussing about the classification or the types of pattern. If we see about the types of pattern, then in the list of type of pattern, number one is single piece pattern. Single piece pattern. Single piece pattern. Single piece pattern is also known as solid piece pattern or the solid pattern. Solid pattern. This is also known as solid pattern. It is made in single piece. Very simple casting or the simple product can be get by this pattern. Simple casting. For the simple casting, single piece casting, we will use this pattern. For the manufacturing of simple products, you can simple product. For example, if we see this is a product like this is in single piece, and you will put it in a box, sandbox. So this single piece pattern basically used for manufacturing very simple casting or the very easy casting, where we can use this type of pattern. Then in the next pattern, the pattern which are used to make complicated shapes, not a simple shape like split pattern, because this solid pattern is not easy to remove from the molding boxes. So that's we used split pattern. So this in the split pattern, we can split the product in 2 or 3 more parts from the symmetric line. I am taking example, simple example, like in previous solid pattern I have taken this example. In this case, sorry, this is simple. This is, we are taking a simple example. In this case, if this is a solid pattern, then in the split pattern we can divide it from this parting line. and this pattern can be divided in two equal parts, and how you will match it, there the dowel pen we will use to match these two patterns. Half portion will be mounted in the drag box, cope box, in upper box, that is cope box and cope box, and this lower half portion will be installed in the drag box. And simply we can remove it. First you will remove the cope box, and then pattern can be removed easily, and half portion of that pattern can be removed from the drag box. So it will be very easy to remove this pattern from the molding box. So this type of casting can be made with the help of split pattern also. This is one of the type of pattern. And the third one, if we see, loose piece pattern. What is loose piece pattern? Okay students, loose piece pattern. What is loose piece pattern? In this, if any product which we want to made from casting is having any loose pieces or the intricate shape, then it will not be easy to remove all the part of that pattern easily from the molding box. Suppose this is the one of the pattern, one of the shape of the product that we are going to manufacture. Suppose this is the shape of the product that we are going to manufacture. Suppose this type of product we are going to make, and one loose pieces, these are also the integral part of this product. But if we made a single piece pattern of this type of product, then it will not be easily removed from the center, because these are the loose pieces. So to get the easy removal of the pattern from the molding box, we will design this pattern in two pieces, and these loose pieces will be made separately and will be mounted inside the sand. First you will remove this pattern, and then these loose pieces will be removed. So this is the concept of loose piece pattern. So this is one of the type of loose piece pattern. The next, if we see in the list of pattern, fourth type of this pattern is gated pattern. What is gated pattern? In the gated pattern, what is gated pattern? In gated pattern, all the gating elements are involved with the pattern, and this gated pattern basically used for making small size product but in lot size, or big size, small size products in big lot. A small size product in big lot we can make with the help of these type of patterns. For example, if suppose this is a gating system we are installing with the product, these are the shape of the product. Okay. So these are the shape of the product which we want to get. These are the shape of the product, and this is the runner where pure melted metal will flow. And these are the products that we will get. These are gating system we have provided here. In all product we have provided the gating system, and in the big lot you can get in this figure. If we see the 6 product in one time, you can made with the help of these type of pattern. There is no need to arrange the gating system to cut the gates separately. These are inbuilt with this type of pattern. More patterns is also there. If we see about the sweep pattern is also there. Sweep pattern is also there. These type of patterns are basically used to manufacture bell shaped product. And another is also this pattern basically used to rotate the 2D shape. 2D shape is rotated here and uniform rotated about the vertical axis, and you will get the product. And similarly, if we see in the next product is the next pattern is segmental pattern is also there. Segmental pattern is also there. Segmental pattern, and in this segmental pattern, for example, it will be rotated around the horizontal axis, like this is a horizontal axis, and you will rotate one section around this axis. Suppose this is the section of a rim, and you will rotate it inside the cavity, and that cavity will be generated, and you will get the desired product after curing the molten metal. So these are the another example of type of pattern. And there is also like skeleton pattern is also there. A skeleton pattern. How the skeleton pattern is used? These type of pattern basically used to mold to manufacture the cell. So these type of patterns we have discussed. All are the types of pattern we have discussed. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the allowances of the pattern. Pattern allowances. Pattern allowances. Number one is shrinkage allowance. Shrinkage allowance. To get the desired dimensions of the final product, some allowances are provided on the pattern. If we see with the diagram, this diagram is temperature versus time. Suppose this is the melting point temperature. And with the time it will decrease, and you will reach to the freezing temperature, and after freezing temperature it again will decrease to the room temperature. Suppose this is the room temperature and this is freezing temperature here. So when you will pour the molten metal in the cavity, it will start decreasing temperature, and during this decreasing temperature in this region shrinkage will taking place, and that shrinkage is known as liquid shrinkage. Number one is liquid shrinkage. Liquid shrinkage, if we denote it, the curve can be denoted by A, B, C, D. Then AB is the liquid shrinkage region, where the liquid will start decreasing temperature, and in this region liquid shrinkage will happens. And then at the B point, if we see about BC region, in this case the liquid will start to freeze in the solid, and in this phase latent heat will be released only, no sensible heat will be released, and then BC region will be known as solid shrinkage. and in this also shrinkage will taking place. And then last region, that is CD. In this region again, and at the C point, all the liquid has been converted into solid, and now solid is decreasing the temperature to come at the room temperature. That is the CD region is known as solidification. This is known as solidification. In all these regions, shrinkage is taking place, and how these shrinkage are compensated inside the casting. The liquid shrinkage and solid shrinkage, these two shrinkage are compensated by providing riser. On the molding box, we will provide a riser. The riser basically having shape of conical shape. On the molding box, open riser is provided and blind riser is also provided. In that, what is the facility provided by the riser? In the riser, the material of the riser is such like that it is having property that liquid will be freezed after the freezing of all the metal inside the cavity. So if there is necessary to flow the material after the solidification, then also it will give you the compensation in the liquid shrinkage phase as well as in solid shrinkage phase. Riser will provide you the melt in battle. And then in the last phase CD, the shrinkage will be compensated by providing shrinkage allowances on the pattern. Shrinkage allowances on the pattern, the dimensions of the patterns will make large as compared to original product. So this is the shrinkage allowances that are provided on the pattern. Then second is machining allowances. In the category of pattern allowances, one is machining allowances. We have seen that casting is not a metal removal process. The product which we are getting from the casting are rough, and in the disadvantage of the casting we have discussed about it, that we will get a rough product. The surfaces of the product are not finished. To finish these surfaces, we will go on the metal cutting processes or the machining processes. In these machining processes, some amount of material we need to remove to get the finished product or the finished surface. So if we take a pattern of exact shape of the original product, then the size, the final size after machining that you will get will be less dimensions, will having less dimensions, less length or less width. You can see the less linear dimensions we will get. So to compensate these dimensions, we need to provide excess material over the surface or over the surface of the pattern. It depends on material to material. For example, if I see, for example, if we want to make a product of steel by the casting process, then we will take a allowance of 20 mm per meter. In the 1 meter length, we will provide 20 mm excess material on the pattern. So this is the compensation for the machining allowances. Number third is draft allowances, taper allowances or the draft allowances that are provided on the pattern. Draft allowances. These draft allowances basically provided on the product which are having more depth in the molding box. Suppose this is the molding box and we are getting this type of product. that is having large depth. Then if we made a pattern, exact vertical shape of pattern if we get, if we design, then it will not be easy to remove the pattern after the solidification. The sand will stick to the pattern and it can disturb when you will remove this pattern. So on this type of pattern, or this type of getting this type of product which are having large depth, we will provide some inclination to the vertical surface of the pattern. This type of product will not be okay. Pattern will be designed like this. We will provide angle over this pattern, this type of angle we will provide. This will be half degree approximate. So by providing this angle, it will be easy to remove this. It will be easy to remove this product from the casting or molding box.